Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 11th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody had a great Sunday out there so far. Hope everybody having a great Sunday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we'll talk about your forecast for Monday and Tuesday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview, and a few other products they offer, and also take a look at the National Hurricane Center over the next 48 hours, and also a sneak peek at the 7-day outlook as well at the end of the video. So I hope you stick around to the entire video, and that way you get a chance to see what our forecast looks like across the board. Okay. If you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos. And let's go ahead and dive on into the forecast now and get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty, we're going to start here in the northeast United States, and we're going to work our way around. So here's your forecast for Monday, June 12th, 2023. We got a low pressure system located over here near Toronto, Canada. Trailing cold front extending all the way back into Texas. Warm front extending all the way through New York, all the way back down to Washington, D.C. with scattered showers and storms ahead of the front, all the way up to Montreal, Canada, Toronto, Canada. Scattered shower back to Chicago, Illinois, all the way back over to portion of Wisconsin, also into southern Canada there as well. Thunderstorms and showers expected east of Montreal, east of Toronto, Canada, back over to portions of Maine, back down to Boston, New York, Philadelphia. Down towards Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Washington, D.C. area as well. Also down toward the Atlanta metro area, down across central and southern Florida there as well, around the Miami area. Also shower and thunderstorm expected from Alabama all the way back into portion of Vancouver, Canada, back into Seattle, Washington, all the way down into portion of Oregon. Also into Northern California, Central California, a little bit down in Southern California there as well. Extended through Nevada, back into Utah, all the way back into Colorado, northern central Texas, and also back into Mississippi and Arkansas and Alabama there as well. In the yellow slashed area, down here in portion of Alabama, back into Louisiana, some severe weather possible. Same over here in portions of central and northeast Texas. Also, we got some in the red slashed area there. We got some flash flooding possible across Oklahoma, just north of Dallas, Texas, in the portion of Arkansas. Also over here in portions of Kansas, and also back into portions of Colorado around the Denver area. Also we have some mixed precipitation around just west of Denver. Also back over in portions of Utah. Also in the portion of Wyoming and portion of southern Montana and northern Wyoming there as well. And a little bit of mixed precipitation over here in southern California there as well in the mountain region. Over here in the gray slashed area, some critical fire weather possible across southern Arizona and also in the north central New Mexico and portion of western Texas there as well. High pressure pretty much in control of southern Canada, back to the southwest Canada. Also in portion of Montana, North Dakota, back into Montana, all the way down to the portion of Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee, back through Missouri. Portion of Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota. A little bit along the western portions of Oregon and Washington State, also down into California, back into Arizona, so southern Texas there as well. Also down into the Gulf of Mexico there also, and also in the Gulf of California as well for your Monday. Alright, here's your Tuesday forecast. We got scattered shower and thunderstorms associated with a low pressure system, well, a double barrel low pressure system located over Canada and one over Michigan. Also got scattered shower and thunderstorm activity extended from Wisconsin through southern Canada, Montreal and Toronto, Canada included. Wisconsin back into portions of Chicago, Illinois, eastern Iowa, Indiana, Ohio, back into Pennsylvania through New York State and the New Hampshire, portion of all of Maine. Also back down towards Boston and New York, also Philadelphia, back to Washington, D.C., down into the Carolinas, northern Florida, Gulf of Mexico, a little bit down in southern Florida there as well, from around the Miami and the Florida Key area. Also shower and thunderstorm for portions of Tennessee, Kentucky, all the way back into Oklahoma, back to portions of southern Canada, just east of Vancouver, Canada, and Montana, back in Idaho, Oregon, and Washington State. Some in the California region there as well. Also got some scattered showers over portions of Minnesota, that is, portions of North Dakota, right along the Canadian-U.S. border. Also, we have some mixed precipitation over here, portion of Colorado, just west of Denver. A few little patches of mixed precipitation in southern Utah. Also in the western Wyoming, and also Montana. And also over here in portions northern Wyoming there as well, and a little bit along the mountain region of California there as well. In the yellow slashed area, we're around Dallas, Texas. We've got some severe weather possible in that region. In the red slashed area there, from flash flooding and heavy rain expected from Arkansas into portions of western Georgia, just west of Atlanta metro area there. High pressures in charge pretty much over southern Canada, southeast Canada as well. Also back in the portion of North Dakota, Montana, South Dakota, Nebraska, all the way back into Missouri. Portion of Kentucky and Virginia, back over towards just west of Philadelphia and west of New York State. West of New York, that is, excuse me. Also in portion of Montana there as well. Got a little bit of mixed precipitation up here around Seattle, Washington, and also in the Vancouver, with high pressure dominating the remainder of the forecast area. From east of Seattle, Washington, down through western Oregon, through western California, and the portion of Utah, all the way back into New Mexico, Arizona, back into Texas, around the Houston area. You're going to be under high pressure too. Dry high pressure as well down in Mexico, and also along the California, Gulf of California, that is, excuse me. And Los Angeles and San Francisco should be wall-to-wall sunshine in your vicinity for your Tuesday. Alright, let's move on to the weather radar across the nation here. As you can see that low pressure system that you've seen on the forecast chart up here along the Great Lakes, producing all this shower and thunderstorm activity from around Montreal, Canada, Toronto, Canada, back into Michigan. Also down in the portion of Pennsylvania, there that line extending all into South Carolina. Spread showers over portions of northwest Bahamas. Shower and thunderstorm activity scattered across the whole Cuba. Some down in the Gulf of Mexico as well. Got scattered activity over central and southern Florida, back into portions of Georgia, Alabama. More widespread shower and thunderstorm with some severe weather ongoing over portion of Illinois, back in the portion of Kentucky, Tennessee, all the way back into Arkansas as well. Down around Puerto Rico, the island looks a-okay for now. We got scattered activity over central and western Texas, also in northern Mexico. We got another area of shower, maybe some snow mixed in over here in the portions of California there as well. Scattered activity across New Mexico, Arizona, New Mexico, back into Colorado, all the way back into southern Canada, including Montana, Idaho, and also in the Washington and Oregon states. Also Nevada and Idaho there as well. The Hawaiian chain island looks a-okay. Got some scattered showers and maybe a snow shower or two down in portions of southern Alaska and central Alaska there as well. And the Guam radar is currently unavailable. Alright, let's take a look at the watches, warnings, and advisories across the forecast areas. We got some air quality alerts still from western New York State, and also down in the portion of eastern Pennsylvania. Got some flood advisory there as well. Special marine warning for that line of strong to severe thunderstorm you see along coastal South Carolina. Got a few special weather statements in North Carolina and South Carolina for some strong thunderstorms there. And also got a flood advisory around the Orangeburg area of South Carolina for some flooding in area roadways and stuff. We got a severe thunderstorm warning up here in portions of Ohio. Got a severe thunderstorm watch extended from Kentucky through Tennessee, all the way back into Arkansas and northern Mississippi. Got scattered thunderstorms and showers, producing severe thunderstorm wind gusts over 75 miles per hour, and some producing hurricane force winds in some areas. Also, we have a few tornado warnings over portions of Kentucky. Also, we got a heat advisory down here in portions of southern Texas, also southwest Texas. Got a severe thunderstorm warning there as well. In central Texas there, we got a severe thunderstorm watch in effect with a couple severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing as well. Also up here in the panhandle of Texas, also back in the central Colorado there with some severe thunderstorms. Still got that flood advisory for North Texas, severe thunderstorm warning there for portions of New Mexico and also southern Colorado, and also that flood watch is in effect for portions of Colorado there as well. There's that air quality alert. Air quality red flag warning, excuse me, for a portion of central and southwest New Mexico. Also wind advisories over portions of Arizona. Still got no area river flood warning still in effect for South Dakota. Also over here in portions of Idaho, Nevada, southwestern portions of Arizona. Still got the special weather statements in effect for portions of northeast Minnesota. Also flood watches in effect for the California-Nevada border. Also hydro issues there as well over northeast Nevada. Got some flood advisory, flood warning for some heavier showers in portions of California. And also some flood advisory for portions of Montana and Idaho and eastern Oregon there as well. Over here in Alaska, we got some flood watches in effect, special weather statements, and wind advisories there in effect for you guys. The northern portion of the Hawaiian chain island looks a-okay. Southern side, got some gale warnings on the southwest and south side of the Hawaiian chain island. Alright, now let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview forecast page. You can see there's that shower activity over southern Canada, extending all the way down into the Ohio Valley, down into the southeastern United States, down into the Bahamas and Cuba, and to Florida as well, all the way back into portions of the Tennessee River Valley, Mississippi River Valley, all the way back into the Central Plains, over here in the Pacific Northwest, also the western portion of the United States there as well. You can see we got Colorado all the way down into Texas, all the way to the Carolinas, back in the portion of Ohio. You can see we got severe thunderstorm watches in effect for this area here. We'll see that a little bit clearer as soon as we get to the watch page. Here's the convective outlook for today. General thunderstorm reported in the northeast, all the way down into eastern South Carolina, down into Florida, Florida Keys, from Louisiana back into southwest Texas, all the way back to California, back into northern California, all the way back to Oregon and a portion of Montana. Also, we got a marginal rift over here in portions of East California, all the way into port of Utah, and there's that marginal rift from Colorado down into West Texas, all the way to the Carolinas, all the way into Ohio. There's that big old area of slight rift and enhanced rift area over portions of Tennessee and over toward Texas. Also, slight rift over in portions of Colorado and Oklahoma and northern Texas as well. Alright, the current watch is in effect. Severe thunderstorm watches are in effect for portions of Colorado back into the panhandle of Texas. Also over here in central Texas there as well. Also over in portions of central and eastern Arkansas, central and northern Mississippi, western Tennessee. Also central and eastern Tennessee back into much of Kentucky as well. And also over here in eastern Kentucky and also into eastern portions of Tennessee. Alright, the MDS discussion, that's currently just those watches that you see in effect. They just kind of update some information in them. Still remains about the same. Storm reports currently, as of this recording, we have tornado report 0. Wind reports was 38, high was 0. Hail reports was 25, one was large. So that brought the total number of storm reports to 63 as of this current recording, but I do see more on the increase as we head through the remainder of the afternoon, the overnight hours, and also into Monday as well. Alright, as you can see, we had a lot of damaging winds here in South Carolina, central South Carolina, also down in the low country, and a bunch of them up here in portions of Kentucky, also into Tennessee. We have one here in central Tennessee, one here in Alabama, also one over in portions of Utah. We had several reports of large hail. Like I said, we had one over here in Georgia. Also, a couple up here in portions of Tennessee, western Tennessee through Arkansas, back in Oklahoma, one in Texas, several over here in southern Colorado, and one in central Colorado as well. All right, fire weather issues today. We had a critical and elevated risk for portions of Arizona, all the way into New Mexico there as well. That means that fire weather problems do exist. Any wildfire that gets started can spread rapidly or quickly and create plenty of problems, damage homes and businesses and whatever's in its path, because a wildfire needs ingredients for them to take off quickly, and that's why they issue these here fire weather issue statements, because they do because these wildfires can take off real quickly with dry conditions, no rain, and certain elements in the atmosphere can get these wildfires on the go. Alrighty, and finally we're going to take a look at the National Hurricane Center. Okay, we're going to take a look at the next 48 hours. The tropical cyclone activity is anticipated during the next 48 hours. And I took a sneak peek earlier, and we do not see anything in the next 7 days at this time. So just want to give you a heads up on that. So just want to pass that information along to you. Alright, well, I hope everybody has a great Sunday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather. The only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, and consider subscribing. And we'll catch you back in the next one.